We've strapped ourselves in. This should be an absolute barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ryan Mortimer versus Michael Stanoff.
Ready? Back, sir, back. Ready? Ready, sir. Let's fight.
And we're underway.
Immediately, my first guess into what we're going to see, I think Stanoff is really going to try and put it on him. We see that with the right hand, and Mortimer a little bit too versed for that.
Oh, dropped him a little bit, sent him to a knee.
That's three serious right hands from Stanoff, and boom! Mortimer gives him his own.
Oh, big body kick lands. Oh,
There's that double.
He's in on the double. Good hips. Good hips with a nice underhook there to stop that takedown.
Yeah, Mortimer getting his money's worth with that underhook, using it to turn now. Doesn't have the head control, but he's got enough to turn Stanoff back against the cage and take that threat of the double leg away.
And once again, nice and early in the fights. We're in 50-50. The grappling's getting sorted out nice and early. They're not slippery.
Good frame there.
Yeah, beautiful frame. And they look like they get a little bit of space and they want to throw hard.
It's those in-betweens. There's a right hand there.
It's beautiful into the takedown.
The threat of the triangle was there, and Stanoff is just so smart. That split-second decision to pull back out.
And you don't want to blink with Mortimer on the ground. He will throw and switch his hips up very, very quickly.
He's getting onto a hip here. Yeah, he's trying to throw that left leg around.
He's turning
isolating
for
an arm. Really good control here from him on the bottom. You do not want a guy like Stanoff being able to posture up and rain down strikes. That is his bread and butter.
And I think that's what Stanoff's trying to do. He's just, you know, little rabbit punches to the ribs, trying to open up his guard a little bit here.
Obviously, the team at Base Training Center would have looked into Stanoff very closely here.
Nice little elbow on the inside from bottom.
Mortimer's doing everything right. A little bit of a glove grab, but you know what? If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Hey, ref doesn't tell you, mate.
That's it. Ask for forgiveness, not permission, as they say. Oh, those hips, the angle he's getting on those hips, and here we go.
He's pushed it up.
This is what we're talking about with Stanoff's on top.
Right in front of us, 2, 3, 4 hard shots lands. Ryan worked for an arm.
Oh.
Slips straight into side control to Stanoff.
A lot of guys, when they get on the ground, they'll look to cook people. They'll look to slow it down, look for a submission that way, like an oven. But Stanoff's a microwave. He's looking for that. Well, I need maybe 2, 3 minutes to cook you.
That's one of your best, Jake Anderson.
Oh, stop it. Look at that crossface. Brutal.
Yeah, heavy pressure here. Inside control.
Exposing the back of Mortimer there to be able to move and dictate his hips. Looking for mount.
Yep.
Even if he gets that leg weave, what he had there, he almost tried to go for mount, was able to get that leg weave. It just shuts your hips down. It exposes your back, which is horrible. You don't want to do that. There's chokes there. Obviously, you can take the back, but you can't see the strikes coming.
He's doing a good job stopping the mount, but that's about it at the moment. Stanoff, just his control on top here is superior.
And it's punishment. It's a different kind of top control.
He's worked him over to the cage now. And rightly, the corner's saying, hey, get your back up. But look at this, big shots landing.
Sage advice from Damian Brown to do so. I mean, it's always going to be easier said than done.
He's really using that head pressure, Jake.
He is. Now that we're getting closer to the cage, what he really doesn't want Mortimer to do is be able to get his head up, pull his hips to the cage, and then be able to wall walk. So it's very, very poignant. If he postures up here, we're looking at a wall walk from Mortimer.
And you can see, like, Ryan's starting to get marked up on that side where that right hand and that right arm's free, and it's doing damage now.
And exactly what Stanoff's doing. You can see the isolated leg between the legs of Stanoff, choosing to stay in half guard because you shut that hip down.
It's very Randy Couture style, wasn't it, back in the day? Like, he used to just love hanging in half guard.
It's beautiful. It's like meat and potatoes, mate. Wars have been won. Right there, we see almost like a reverse half guard.
He's really trying to lock that leg down because I think he's just about to slip through. He's in three-quarter mount here. He's only got 10 seconds left to work. I think he'll posture up and land some bombs.
That.
Ryan's done a great job. Oh, big right hand lands! Oh, it felled him for a little bit. But he's recovered. Let's have a look. Let's walk. He's walking very, very gingerly back to the corner. That right hand has stung him big time.
Oh, man, he ate every single last bit of that shot. As he was coming up to his feet, you can only imagine what was going through his head. Thank the Lord, I'm finally back up on my seat. Bang! Eats a right hand from Stanoff.
Yeah, you see it all the time. Guys getting to their feet, not putting their hands up. Let's have a look at the replay here.
Early on in the fight, this is how it got to the ground. Very active guard, and Stanoff later in the round was able to make him pay, able to throw those punches.
That was beautiful too. He went to the body and then the head as well.
At the end of the round here, we see Stanoff doing what he does best. The scramble. Mortimer gets up, boom!
And boom, right on the temple. Sits him down. And he was on skates there right in the last couple of seconds in the first round. So for me, that's 100% a Stanoff round.
Yeah, very dominant, not only in the grappling, in the ground and pound, but that right hand just really sealed the deal.
Ryan looks like he's recovered. Looks like he's ready to go.
I guess we'll find out. Stanoff's chomping at the bit to get at him again.
Just wait there.
Oh, we're going to have a look.
Yeah, Doc, just want to get a quick check on him before we commence the start of the round.
Oh, man, I don't necessarily agree. If you're Stanoff, this sucks. This is more time to recover.
I couldn't agree more.
Enough got in, sir.
I couldn't agree more. But
it's in the fighter's
safety.
Yeah, 100%. Of course.
Always.
Of course, absolutely.
Let's fight.
That's why they're the sport of sports, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, round number 2.
I'm just a horrible person.
And thank you so much to Smenko and Watt Realty.
Ooh.
Oh, beautiful inside leg kick there. Oh, big right hand and left hand lands. When he throws those combinations, he throws them so hard and so fast.
And it shows such great fight IQ from Stanoff that he hurts him, doesn't give Mortimer a chance to get those points back immediately in the clinch on the fence. No, I'm going to keep those brownie points I just got off the judges, and I'm going to pin you against the fence. You're not going to get those punches back.
Ryan's done a great job there, reversing the position, listening to his corner, which is always good to see. He's got double unders here, Jake.
Couple shoulder strikes. Pay attention to that. The blocks that Stanoff was putting up on the hips of Mortimer.
Oh, hard knee lands.
Able to turn around, eats a knee for his trouble, and we break. Stanoff really does still have pep in his step.
Really like to see Ryan throw some jabs out here or something. He's always getting into those heavy exchanges.
He's very ginger, isn't he, on his feet? And for a good reason, big left.
Oh, big right hand lands. He tried a Muay Thai clinch there and copped the right hand over the top for his trouble and sits him down. To me, it feels like Stanoff's really starting to wear on him here.
It's more of the same, isn't it, from what we saw in the first round. Stanoff picking up exactly where he left off, landing big punches, getting big takedowns, and now so dominant on top. Again, choosing to stay in that half guard position to just kill that leg. It's so hard to get up from this position. 1, if he's pinning that leg, and 2, if he's got that cross face. It's horrible.
And he's just getting to work, isn't he? He's just...
Yep. He's getting the business for sure.
See what, he might be fishing a head and arm here.
So hard with that cage there, especially if he needs to get on that other side. He could get it from the mount.
He just seems to be really diving that head down. So for me, Ryan Mortimer really needs to watch out here. Oh, he's used it to transition by the look of it.
Yeah, he did. He used the threat of it.
I can't quite say. I believe he's in full mount here.
It's close enough. I mean, he's got that foot out, but because Stanoff has got that knee behind the back, it's very, very difficult for Mortimer to turn the other way and make this into a serious half guard.
And it just looks like he's trying to wrench him away from the cage now.
100%. He's got those grips on the arm, and it is a back take.
Yeah, and he's flattening him out here.
The worst position to be in MMA.
Is it going to be a choke or are we going to strikes? He's got that under to the neck, maybe.
He does. This is a choke every single day of the week.
And it's a quick tap, and it's over. Michael Stanoff gets his victory as a professional. I tell you what, that was a beautiful performance from start to finish there from Michael Stanoff, mate.
Man, fantastic fight from him. That submission was almost a mercy killing. I hate to say it, but he was landing really big punches. He managed to rock Mortimer at the end of the first, and he took up where he left off in the second. Really, really good showing from Stanoff, as we can see here. The left, after the missed right, comes into the clinch where he loves to be.
Oh, that's a big shot.
Again, yeah, landing lefts and rights. As soon as Mortimer grabs onto the tie clinch, he lets him go, knowing exactly where he was. You called it, mate. The arm was under the chin. Boom, gets the choke almost immediately.
And I'll tell you what I love seeing, mate. The first thing that Luke Pizzuti did, he walked straight over to Ryan Mortimer. He had the bottle of water ready for him. I mean, there's nothing more than I love to see the show of respect in this sport. The sport of sports, Jake Anderson.
Yeah, beautiful show of sportsmanship. Absolutely fantastic. Commiserations to Mortimer, like coming back after such a layoff, especially against a very game opponent.
All right, well, we're going to throw it over to James O'Shea, and he'll give us the official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we make this one official, put your hands together for both fighters here. Another great display, and thanks to Smenko, our sponsor of this bout. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes 59 of round number 2. Your winner by submission, and it goes to the blue corner, Michael Stanoff.
And we make it official here, an absolute powerhouse performance from Michael Stanoff, who imposed his will in absolutely every way. And we cut over to James O'Shea.
Yeah, Michael, congratulations. You travel into enemy territory and you've got the job done.
Yeah, look, Ryan's a veteran of the sport. You know, he's an old school man. He's OG. So another round of applause for him, man. Ryan, great guy. Yeah.
For yourself, though, it was a very dominant display right from that opening bell.
Yeah, you know, look, my pro debut didn't really go the way I planned, so I made some changes. Big thanks to, you know, my coach here, Luke Pizzuti and Corey Nelson. You know, also shout out to Freestyle Fighting Gym, Alex and all the boys down there. I just, you know, worked tirelessly on, you know, just keeping that composure and that dominance up, and yeah, I'll prove that tonight.
And as I said, from the famed Lions Den Academy, it must be an incredible place to train and help you on nights like this when it's your turn to shine.
Oh, mate, it's the best gym in Australia, mate, if not the world. I'm telling you, it's fucking breed killers here, bro, so yeah. But yeah, I know you probably Queenslanders probably hate me right now because I'm from New South Wales, but fuck, I love you.
And lastly, but not least, a shout out. I'm sure there's plenty of people watching you at home that you'd like to give a shout out to as well.
My mum, you can stop freaking out now, it's okay. August Elite Management, like I said again, Luke Pizzuti, Corey Nelson, the list goes on and on. The boys at Freestyle Fighting Gym. Shout out to my boy George Mangos, who won the Hex title last night, so appreciate it, yeah.
Congratulations. Put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. He is your victor. Michael Stanoff gets his first win as a pro.
Well, fantastic performance there. Michael Stanoff, congratulations. Huge victory, Jake.
Yeah, fantastic showing. Like we said, he wants to hit that double leg after a few big strikes, and once he does that, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's been horrible for everyone. It was horrible for Mortimer tonight. There wasn't a lot that he could do. I mean, everyone who has found themselves on the bottom of that pressure and that dominant control has felt those punches and has withered.